shit before you talk about it. Let me talk my shit before you talk.
Hey Lit Gang, welcome back to TalklyticalTv. It's your girl, Lytical J, and I'm back. Alright, Lit Gang, so Lady Bling is back online. They have settled on another campgrounds. About an hour out from the previous campgrounds they previously was at, the one they got the 3-day notice from. Alright, they already made friends with their neighbors, and little Elijah has already made friends. So I guess off to a good start there. Bling says she thinks they'll maybe be there until December. Woods will be traveling back and forth on an hour drive to and from work every day. She said her thoughts were to still take the kids to school, that she woke up early to attempt to take them to school. I'm assuming that would have been this past Monday, but I guess it all dawned on her logically that driving an hour out every day for 5 days would be tiring for anyone. Based on Wood's schedule, it seems he has a midday shift, so she would be dropping the kids off around in the AM, of course, to drive back to have to do that drive all over again, taking Woods to work, I guess around like 11-ish. At that point, she would have to linger in that area to pick the kids up in the afternoon, which then it's either be drive back home with the kids or linger in that area until Woods get off. And that wouldn't be suitable for the kids. They would need to be settled after school to relax and do homework and get ready for school the next day. Now, drive back home to drop them off and wait around for Woods to get off in the night. It's either she's driving back with the kids or without them. But she stated she doesn't feel comfortable leaving her black babies alone in the RV to drive an hour out to get Woods and an hour back to the RV, which makes total sense. They are new to the area, and she said it was 94% Caucasian population there. So now, if I had to have that worry or knowing firsthand that's how it's going down in that area, I wouldn't be caught dead over there in that area. And I wouldn't have moved an hour out from my children's school. My blueprint would have been mapped out based on that alone. But I understand that they were probably under pressure. Well, not probably. They were under pressure and had to do what they had to do based on availability. Now, then again, I wouldn't be caught dead living an RV lifestyle with school-age children, or any child or children for the fact of that matter. I also peeped, she said, campgrounds called her back after the fact, and that campgrounds would have been perfect because I'm assuming it would have been closer to the kids' school, but they called after she already had settled. She also mentioned that throughout that whole, fiasco of trying to figure out how to get the trailer moved, she was thinking about going back to Memphis. She said her mom invited her to a camping trip, but it was like tent style camping, and she's not into that because of bugs and the tent being on the ground. And at that point in my head, I was like, your mom is inviting you to a camp trip and you in the middle of having to figure out how to move your trailer? Maybe it didn't go like that. Or it was, well, just come on home, park your RV, or, off to a camping trip we go. I don't know. Anyways, she said the kids took it okay that she had to withdraw them from school. Hearing she had to withdraw them was heartbreaking to me. I would have had avoided that, withdrawing them at all costs. That's just me, though. Listen, sometimes, or more times, kids sometimes don't really tell you exactly how they feel, or don't exuberate that other side of that feeling. Sometimes they may just tell us as parents we are okay with it, especially in a time of challenges or a crisis. Watching said parents scramble or having to make quick decisions with having a child holding their true feelings in, just to not bring any more stresses to the parents. Not saying her kids are in that mode, but they might be. What kid is really happy about not going back to school, especially one that's into sports, meeting new people, being around your peers. I'm for the homeschooling. I guess once upon a time they were homeschooling. She said she uses a homeschool program. She says it's accredited. That way, if and when they do return to regular schooling, their credits will count. So that's a great thing. Although I am for homeschooling, in my opinion, homeschooling is not a fit for every parent or every child. One, kids need to be around their own peers. They need that extracurricular activities that teaches them different things outside the home, especially Elijah. Some parents don't have the patience, and sometimes it's just easier to lose structure because you're home in your comfort zone. I see more slacking off than learning happening in that RV, to tell you the truth. But what do I know? And the way how that Wi-Fi signaling is set up out there in bumfuck Egypt, she said they have poor signal. How are you getting online? That might be intermitting signals out there. Also, when she said, her and Carlos can start working more on her cooking channel. Shout out to Carlos on the cooking channel. She's a mini chef in the making. But I was like, Bling gonna be eating up a storm trying all of Carlos chef ups. Now, before this was pointed out to me that Carlos was diabetic, shout out to the commenter that put me on game with that. So before I knew Carlos was diabetic, when I was looking at what they was eating, that last thing that they made, it was the junkyard loaded potatoes. One, I was like, Bling just said she paid a deposit for surgery. Now, I'm all for surgery. She says she needs to get her BMI down. She needs to lose a few pounds and stop smoking. Now, on that live, somebody said, wouldn't you want to fix that $150 in your face first? She said something like that's her signature, or she didn't want to do it yet or wasn't ready, something like that. So I was like, say what now? I was like, this lady drinking mad piss. I get it. Maybe she's scared to touch her face, but baby, it's been touched already. That's the first thing I'm fixing. Like, new face me please and thanks. Everybody is different though. She's comfortable with the scar, then so be it. She's been rocking it all this time anyways. But it's her life and she can do it in whatever order she likes. The disciplines though, she has to own down on, like no smoking, slowing down on the drinking, losing weight. Seems it may be hard for her. She said she's a stress eater. Now, let's see if she disciplines herself to prepare for a successful surgery. Girl, you better not lose that deposit. As far as Carlos having diabetes, Bling said she just added Carlos to Woods Insurance. I guess the day after they settled on the new campgrounds, that she has to find a specialist so she can take her. We were able to add Carlos to Woods Insurance this morning. So I'm finna start looking for a specialist for her here. Because at first I was thinking about just going home for a couple of weeks. Remember, I said she said she had thoughts on going back home. Maybe that also had something to do with taking Carlos to the doctor. So you just out here on the road, not bringing the child to a specialist to monitor her diabetes. And based on the things that Carlos chefs up, most definitely screams she eats whatever she wants. And, there's probably nothing wrong with that. Now, y'all need to take care of that ASAP if that's what's going on, and keep on top of that if you're not already. Like I said before, I believe kids need stability, a stable home, not up and down on an RV from state to state, stability with school. When I was younger, I moved around all the time and I didn't live in an RV. That ish would destroy me every time I had to leave after getting adjusted. I also played sports and was really good. We'll be doing so well with everything, and then boom, we out again. I know how that made me feel, so I know damn well the kids may be giving good face now, but deep down, I know they may feel some type of way. Unless they just don't like school, and I doubt that. Kids may dislike something about school, but that's where their friends are. Some kids do struggle with school, with maybe bullying or just basic school blues. That doesn't seem to be the case here. Jump down below and let me know y'all thoughts on this. Now, before I slide out of here, I have a few comments that was left on the previous, most recent Lady Bling video. Check that out if you haven't already. And I wanted to share. So let's jump into that. Now, all right, Lit Gang, I keep telling y'all, we could agree to disagree. I love the dialogue. Say what you want to say. It's free world. But I personally don't have to call anyone names to get my point across. I could, though. Can I call y'all cheerleaders? This is to that one commenter. She said, she knows who she is. Sis, put your pom-poms down for a sec, okay? All right. So, everyone out here that's reacting and reviewing to YouTubers or haters now, there's something contradicting in your comments. So I'm Wood's pet or a hater. I mean, pick one, or am I both? If I was his pet, he wouldn't be in my comments telling me there's a place for people like me. I'll address his comment in a sec, which is now, I believe, deleted, but I got it. So yeah, that makes me wonder, all poor little old me is doing is talking about my observation based on their live streams. Did you miss the part where I said she had more support than haters? But there's also people out here with common sense that points things out others are afraid to ask, even when it's obvious or damn nearly already smacked y'all in the face. I'll cover who I cover. I will format my videos how I want, and I will run my channel how I want. Go ahead and make yourself a channel and do what you please. Y'all don't go to the bigger channels with this mess. And I don't have to fish for anything. You came to my video. Thanks for watching, by the way. You came and left a comment. I responded to it. Now, you may have felt like I was exclusively talking to you. All right. Okay, maybe not you in particular as a fan or a sub is commenting telling her what to do. But using your comment as reference, it's facts that her subs, by the way, you're not the only one that left that type of comment, her subs be telling her what to do with her husband. My point was, it's the same thing. Take y'all emotions out of it for a second. Please be logical. What could I possibly put in this man's head about his wife that he doesn't already know? They both the problem. On the other hand, if someone points out in my comments, oh, he cheated, he was low-key with her aunt allegedly, my response was, well, who still married him? Who should take the accountability for knowing all of that and still moving forward with a union with someone she doesn't think is a leader, branded him as a non-provider and a cheater allegedly? Who still said I do? Don't get mad because I'm pointing out the obvious. What else do I need to say about Woods that y'all already didn't know, or what his wife has put on blast about him and their marriage online? Another point you have, and you're right, I don't know what's going on in her marriage, and I never did claim to know. I am only going off of what she posts on her YouTube and me asking or pondering subjectively to the questions they leave open based on what they post. Make it make sense. Please go to the comments that are out here spilling her business, her personal friends and family. Go tell them stop hating. It's nothing like a hater in your inner family and friends circle out here spilling the business. Shout out to the commenter that said she believes that it's bloggers that made up a Lady Bling fake Cash App. Listen up, listen up. I believe that as well. And I was like lost because I was like, damn, I must live under a rock. I was like, somebody would really stoop that low and do that using her picture and all. Now, shorty, if you was trying to throw that one on me, try again. That ain't in my DNA. But you know what's good? That's good for their asses. Here's why. It's no big secret. Once you hit the threshold, you can monetize your content and get paid. So when I see people putting out their Cash App handles, whether the subs ask for it or not, but I've seen Lady Bling up here asking for money, and plenty of YouTubers do it. I feel like it's slimy. If you getting good gains from YouTube, but still up here asking for bread, the subs watching already get you paid. How much more do you need? I don't know. That's just me though. Y'all subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting helps a channel grow to get to said level. What more do you need? Greed is what it is. I get people have mouths to feed, and some will do whatever it takes and milk certain situations. I guess it is what it is. For as long as I do YouTube, I'll never drop a Cash App handle. Everything I ask of you guys will ever ask of you guys will all be free. Subscribe if you like what I'm talking about, and you know the rest. Mr. Woods. So Mr. Woods came by my previous video and he dropped a comment saying, you know, God got a special place for people like me, something to that nature. Mr. Woods, Mr. Woods. So if God has a place for people like me, please do not bring God into this now. Guess who I'll stumble upon up over there? You, Bling, and them hoe bitches. Thanks for watching. All I'm doing is reviewing and reacting to what you and your wifey post. It comes with the territory, even for me. F what I'm talking about. Y'all about to blow. Get this money, that truck, and eventually a piece of land. Y'all gonna be straight, regardless of what I say or anybody else say. Blessings to you and your family. At the end of the day, no matter my review or reaction based off of what one has posted, I believe we are all made to win, no matter our trials and tribulations. And despite my commentary, I still wholeheartedly want these two individuals to win separately or together, and anyone I ever review or react to in the future. Alright guys, thanks for watching, Lit Gang. Thanks for watching. Y'all know the rest. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. We on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I'll catch y'all in my next one. Later.
Let me talk my shit before you talk about it. Let me talk my shit before you talk.